he broke the bank, but he promised me he's not. He said he got started from his wife and a pop's watch, face so fat the band had stretch marks. It shines so bright that you can see it from Mars. Man, he blinded me, reflecting headlights from the cars. He's got to be a rapper, baller, or a movie star, but nah, he's too humble to be all of the above. So he said, my name is Trap. Oh, cause you bees in the trap. Nah, it ain't even like that, and he tilted his bull's cap. Introduced me to his wife, and she had one too. Wrist game so cold that she could build igloos out of nothing. They legit, they even bless their kids. Man, when they all stand in a row, they look like 4G out of rims. Tight like Tim's on a New York summer day. I just gotta be.
Yo, what's going on, family? It's your boy Trap Vision 3D, man, and you have made it to the lifestyle, man. And appreciate you guys for being here, man. I see Embry Family's in the building. Embry Family's in the building. My man Vic's in the building. Today is going to be a countdown until Invicta drops the MLB watches. As you seen in the intro, man, I had we kind of switched up the intro, same song, changed up the intro a little bit. Guys, let me know if y'all can hear me, man. I was having some problems with my sound. And the destination for Facebook, man, I apologize. I'm having some issues over here. Supposed to be using my headphones today, but if y'all can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Let's go. As y'all can see, your boy is rocking some. Now I'm gonna explain this in a second, because I normally wear, if I'm gonna wear a team from Chicago, it's gonna be White Sox. But my first game that I ever went to flat out was a Cubs game, and I met Andre Dawson way back. He gave me a baseball, actually, way back in the day. This is like 87, 88, somewhere around there. Okay, cool. Y'all can hear me. Cool. So today's show, man, I'm going to drop the link, man, and we're going to kick back. You know what I'm saying? There's two things. There's two things today's show. For those who's coming in right now, we got the bad news of Nitro Jill passing away yesterday morning. And to the Invicta family, this is everybody. This is from Shop HQ to Invicta family across the board. Every Facebook group, the ladies collective group. Jill was a staple in this community. She was an awesome person. And when I drop this link, yeah, we could talk about baseball, but you know what I'm saying? If you have a Jill story, because I know Venom Kevin started it. I don't know if he wasn't the first person to start it. I want to say Cliff or somebody. I heard a few of you guys call in last night. So let me do this. I'm going to drop this link here and want you guys to come up, because this is just as much as my show, it is yours. So feel free to come up. Also, if you missed it, what's going on, Don Juan? If you missed it, part of the intro, that was actually 2018 cruise. The very first clip was the 2018 cruise, and that was where I really started receiving the love from you guys. I met a lot of you guys on the 2018 cruise, the 2019, and then definitely 2020, which if I had to rate, I didn't get a chance to go to the 2017. That was, I think Bob went on that one, if I'm not mistaken. I seen Bob in here too. From what I was told, that 2017 cruise was great. Everybody got a free watch, and it was cool. But in my opinion, between the ones I went to, the 2018 cruise was the best. 2020 was dope. I think it would have been a lot better if it wasn't for the weather and the rocky boat and stuff like that. So yeah, it was pretty challenging, man. But yeah, I dropped that link for anybody wants to come up, and we are going to have some words about Jill. We'll share some stories, man, and then we'll just share the love. If you guys missed it today, I believe that coupon is done and over with. It was only until 1 o'clock. Ryan Johnson and the new host Carl went online earlier and was that I forgot what time that was, around 2 o'clock maybe. And they showcased some X-Wings, but then they showed some of the watches, which if you missed it, I showed it in the intro of the song. Those are the watches that's going to be displayed. However, there's the number of featured watches that's coming out for Major League Baseball. So in the chat, if you could, what team are you representing for the Major League Baseball? What's your MLB team? And are you getting a watch this Saturday? And if for those just coming in, if you want to know, the debut of the MLB watches through Invicta is at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern on Shop HQ. And of course, I don't know if they're going to simulcast with Instagram and YouTube, which I hope they do. I think that'd be dope. That'd give everybody opportunity. So let's see what we got in the chat. Seattle Mariners, okay. All right, 50 millimeter. Yeah, bro. All right, let me put that up there. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Can't stay, got to take care of some stuff. Jill was awesome. In my experience, she wanted to meet up last summer when we went to Vegas. Put that up there. But it just didn't work out. Wish I would have been able to make it. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. And the bad thing about it is, you know, we do wanna make it and see each other and stuff like that. Sometimes work get in the way. COVID, and now we got monkeypox. That's most definitely a thing because I know there was an event. The Maryland boys are supposed to be doing a thing this month, at the end of this month. But yeah, because of the monkeypox is high. My New Yorkers, what is your count? I don't have the information in front of me. What is the count there? How many breakouts do you guys have as far as monkeypox? Not crazy about baseball, but root for the Mets. Okay, yeah, we drove past that stadium when we came up there. I saw it. I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. And today, I just kind of broke out an oldie but goodie, man. My Sabako number 3 on the strap with real meteorite. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to rock that. Pretty decent piece. Over 2,000 now. Yeah, I see why they canceled that event. Most definitely canceled that event. All right, so this is what I want to do. Invicta is dropping, as far as I know, there's 2 different designs. There's a 50 millimeter, and then there's a Pro Diver. Then there's a 58 millimeter. So they're going huge on the way out. However, if you go to invictagroup.com, if you type that in, I know you guys already know. This is for the people that don't know. If you go to invictagroup.com, you go to their webpage, the first thing you'll see, so once you land on that webpage, they'll ask you about cookies and all this other stuff, right? Make your necessary adjustments to that. But what's going on, Luciano? But the very first picture you'll see is the MLB, right? You'll see, I can't remember what team was represented first, but you go in there and click on Discover, go down, and it'll navigate to the rest of the watches. Or you can just type in MLB in the search bar and it'll pop up everything. Come over to the right side of the screen and click See All. And it's gonna, like, it's list. It's a load of everything, man. There's so many watches in there. One of which that I saw. Now I don't have any. Of course, I don't have any Major League Baseball watches right now. But I'm gonna show you something right here. This is, for those who don't know, it's a Gladiator, and the date is right. And Vic, well, I'm gonna talk to you in a second, Vic. This watch actually is going to get the baseball treatment. You know, I saw one, I believe I saw the NFL too If I'm not mistaken, I saw the NFL version of this. But about 6 or 7 months ago, they had all of the renderings, if you will, renderings of all the baseball pieces that was coming out. So if you just got here, 8 o'clock Saturday, Invicta is going to be dropping and launching the MLB, and you'll have your opportunity. Now, if you bought a watch, I don't know if it's over. I don't know if it's too late right now, but if you bought a watch from Shop HQ, you should be getting a coupon for 30 to 35% off. There's a fly in here. And I just so happen to have a fly swat. So what around? Yeah, it matches my. I saw it in here earlier, man. I was trying. That's the one thing, man. It's so hard trying to catch those suckers, man. I'm gonna set this right here just in case, because I got these lights on, so I guarantee he'll come back over here. X-Cal, what's going on? I can't stand it, man. Shoot, I got a lot of stuff up here that matches what I got on right now. I didn't even know. I just happened to look over and seen this. This is from Drip Talk. But yeah, if you just came in, if you're just coming in right now, we are talking about baseball. And I know everybody's not into sports and stuff like that. But if you are, just know that Invicta is dropping and launching a new set of watches with the Major League Baseball, your teams and stuff like that. Of course, I'm going to get the White Sox version. But then there, here's the crazy thing is, I saw a couple of other pieces that I would like to get eventually, man. And turn on the AC. It weakens flies and makes it easier to get them. You know what? What we do have, it's not bumping, don't we? Got it set to like 70 degrees here in here. But you know what I could do too? Well, no, because then it'll pick it out. I got a metal fan over there with my microphone to catch all that noise. So I'm gonna just leave that the way it is. So, and then, okay, so if you just walked into, for those that don't know, we lost a great person, man, Sweetie Pie, and that's Nitro Jill. And I actually shared the video. So on, was it Valentine's Day of last year, I literally had an interview. Me and Jill talked on the phone, and I said, "Hey, Jill, well, you mind coming on the show? I would love to have you on." She was like, "Oh, yeah." We set up a time and date. We talked, and we kind of went over what she wanted to talk about, which, of course, is the watches, right? I mean, that's what it started with. It started with a watch. That's how all of us got here. That's how, man, the cruises, all the events that we've been on, all of the stuff that we do, us traveling across country to see each other, man, started with a watch and ended in family. You know what I mean? So I think the hard thing about, Jill's passing is that I know she was upbeat. She loved collecting and loved talking to us in the chat and stuff like that. But one hard thing for me was I talked to one of the managers over in the Nevada store out there in Vegas, and we made plans on going to Vegas in September. So I asked, I want to say it was in April. I hit him up. It's like, yo, I'm coming out there. Me and wife are planning a vacation. So we want to come out there. This is our first time going to Vegas. Is it possible for me to host an event while I'm there? So feedback I got was, oh yeah, that's dope. Let's look and see. Let's plan ahead. But that was the whole idea, was for me to come out there and host an event. Jill got wind of it, and she messaged me and was like, yo, Trap, I hear you coming out this way. Is that true? And I was like, yeah, I'm working on it. Just waiting for the email back to give me an actual date, and I could just plan accordingly. And of course, that that won't happen. There's a lot of us that wanted to see some people, and especially like kayak service. We talked about going on the cruise, which should have happened this year, but of course, COVID and whatever. I know it takes a lot of planning for Invicta to try to throw a cruise together or to give us a great cruise because it's a lot of moving parts, a lot of logistics in it. You know what I'm saying? So we were supposed he wouldn't have made it anyway because he passed away last year. So it's unfortunate, man. We lost some good folks. It's brutal. What are you talking about? Is it hot there? So anyway, y'all, what I want to do at this point, I'm gonna drop the link. Feel free if you want to come up. Feel free to come up, man. We'll just picked up the Python. What I want to do tonight is you can represent whatever team or talk whatever team you like. What stuff you're gonna pick up, and if you have a Jill story, feel free to come up and we can go from there. But let me continue. I don't know. There's one question that I have, and I was talking to Mr. Unboxed about this. I'm actually going to drop this video feed, actually a clip. In 2020, we were on a cruise. We were doing a Q&A with an AL, and he literally said that they got the contract with the collegiate teams. He said they got all 50 teams, and if your school wasn't represented, then you pretty much, you know what I'm saying, you have to take it up with your team. But those watches never came out. They had the renderings for it. You know what I'm saying? I saw the Alabama. I think I may still have pictures of it, but I couldn't find it on, I think they took it down off of the Invicta webpage. So I don't know what happened with that. No word. Hopefully, you know, I may have reach out to RJ and see if I can, if he has any information on that. I just recognized them. Oh yeah. So my son gave me that for my birthday, man. So that's the new move. That's a part of the show now. So yeah, he's a huge wrestling fan. He's been a wrestling fan since a child, and I would say John Cena was his favorite. I don't know who his favorite. Maybe I don't know who his favorite wrestler is now. I know it was John Cena. Which actually got a chance to take them before I left out of the military. John Cena came to our unit, him and Kofi Kingston, and I took the kids up there to see him, and they like met him, held the belt and all kind of stuff. So after that, you know, got him a belt. He flipped over it, man. He loved it. But now he came back to me. It's like, here, Pops, you can have this. So this is one of those official joints. It's not, you know how they sell those little $20 boys. We had so many of those. Those tear up real easy when you get to playing with it and flipping around. So we said, man, we're gonna get you an authentic one. They ain't cheap, I can tell you that. Oh, all right, I had to get that locked in. My son has a collection of about 300 wrestlers and 4 wrestling rings. So my son turned 17 and he decided to let go of his wrestling stuff. You know, they just said, nah, I'm good. So he's given a lot of his collection away and stuff like that, man. All right, so moving on. So what I'm gonna do is, this isn't any news to any of you. There's a lot of Invicta collectors in here right now that I see in the chat, and I'm pretty sure there's some watching behind the scenes. This is primarily for the people that are just coming in. One thing in my history, one thing I learned was when I went on that last cruise, there were a number of people that stated, hey, the only reason I know about the cruise is because, you know, I watched the show, I saw it, so I came. Now I'm a collector of Invicta. I've actually received a few messages in the past few days, people stating that, hey, I just jumped into Invicta and I'm digging your show, whatever the case is. And I just want to know more information. You know what I'm saying? What's to get next? So like that's like an age-old question. What is the next pickup? And That's sort of hard to answer, man, because I would say, I mean, the simplest way is me telling you whatever watch attracted you, stick with that. But I will do this. I'm partial to pro divers. You guys that's been rocking with the channel already know that. So if you have a chance to get a reserve pro diver, I'm gonna show you one that I took a picture of the other day. This is a 44 millimeter pro diver, gunmetal. I actually did a short on this. I'm telling you, hands down, the craftsmanship and everything. This has a G15 movement, ETA G15 movement in it, and yes, it does have the Invicta engraved in there. Some people like it, some don't. There's an actual hack online that shows you how to remove that. But again, I would say leave it the way it is. But you'll watch if you buy it. But this watch, once you get it set, it's set. You know what I'm saying? You may lose a minute or two over a few months, man. Like this watch is flat. It's stupid accurate. But if you can get something like this, you know, I know some people don't like the 44 millimeters. This is probably one of the best pro divers I have in my collection, next to my reserve joints. You know what I'm saying? So this one is one of my favorites. Like, y'all know that. This is for the people that don't know. This is a 47 millimeter, pretty heavy watch. And then this is my beater. I work out in this watch right here, titanium. This is my Bruce Wayne. Yo, what's going on, Leo? Welcome in, welcome in. In this, I just dropped a video on this one too. Just get you a side profile of that. And that is Spider-Man. And yes, this grown man still wears character watches. And I got Underoos. No, I don't have Underoos, but I could if I want to. Auntie Mama's Kitchen, what's happening? What's going on, man? Chilling. House of X is in the building. What's going on, man? Appreciate you guys being in here. And what I'm doing today, for you guys that just walked through the door, I know some of you guys that are new to the channel, or you've been rocking with the channel, you're not plugged into the Shop HQ family. That's still Invicta family, but like there's a number of us that on what used to be Monday evenings and Tuesdays, but like now they changed the schedule. So whenever they're scheduled to have a show, we are in the chats. So it's on YouTube, or you can watch it through Shop HQ's actual website. You just can't chat with people. You can see them talk, and you can shop. Well, guys, that's Leo, House of X, Auntie Mama's Kitchen. We just lost a member of our family, our Invicta family. Her name was Nitro Jill. Amazing woman, very sweet. And oh, matter of fact, she was into characters. So my goal right now, I know Invicta has some more character watches coming out, and one of which is Deadpool. And I know that was one of her characters that she collected, but I also know that she had the Punisher. So I have this Punisher case right here, which was signed by Vic and Janet. And I know this was one of the pieces that she had in her collection. So I have a piece just like Nitro Jill, which she's an awesome woman. Plus, I have this trigger right here with the Punisher on it. And then for my man Hugo and his lovely wife, I got this Punisher boat, which there are. So hold on, I'm gonna leave this watch out because I want to show you something. Now let's see, what time is it? 6:25. 6:25 on this watch. Now I want you to look at the profile of this watch. That bolt. See the cabling. Now I know Invicta is doing. I saw a picture of. I looked forward through everything. They do have an MLB watch coming out in this variation, and my thing is it has a VD53 in it, right? TMI, which is this Seiko watch cord, it's quartz. Silly accurate, and I don't know if they're gonna be number limited. That's the one thing I don't know. They didn't mention it at least, but even if it's not number limited, because I don't think it You know, my Bears watch wasn't limited, number limited. But they do sell out quick. I promise you, they sell out so quick. So if you guys are into Major League Baseball and you want to get your favorite team and represent your favorite team, for those you guys that's coming in right now and it's like, hey, what's going on? What's up, Dixon? Your songs. I will encourage you to jump on it as soon as possible. Jump on it as soon as possible. Again, I don't know if you bought a watch right now, that feature may be gone. I'm not sure. If you want to go on Shop HQ right now and buy you a watch, and maybe they'll send you a code, I'm not sure. But y'all already know what happens. One person get the code, it's shared out amongst everybody else. I do believe Killer 25 still works. Killer 25 that was used yesterday. I know 2 people that used it yesterday. My condolences. Yes. And I want to say in the past 2 years we've lost about 4 collectors, maybe 5, but I know 4 for sure. We've lost a number of people, man. Great people. Guy Kayak Service. Now his YouTube channel is still up. His YouTube channel. If you type in Guy Kayak Service, and if somebody, man, hey Vic, if you could, bro, if you can drop that link to Guy's channel, I would highly, I mean, absolutely highly recommend that you guys go over there and listen to him. I've never heard one person, I've never seen any YouTuber, I've never seen anybody that loves watches, that collects watches, do an unboxing like him. He remixes songs. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna give you anything other than that. Y'all that's been rocking and know who Guy is, you know what it's about. But yo, it was, man, he was such a joy to talk to. Very, very humble guy, nice guy. And his actual story of how he got his business going is on there as well. So y'all check that out, man. I think that's a very interesting story. Keep it, man, the dog gonna fly. Come on with it. I'm gonna tear you up, boy. Come on with it. It's time for you. Thanks, Vic. Appreciate it, bro. So yeah, man, check that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very interesting, very entertaining. Lovely person. But yeah, that's just somebody that, let me see what you say. Just wondering what colors they're planning to use for my team. Red, blue, maroon, Phillies. Ooh. Did I see a Phillies? I think I saw a Phillies with the it was like a stainless steel version though. It was more steel than anything. And like the colors were like mildly hinted, but most of the watch was stainless steel. I know, bro, and that was not on purpose, bro. It just it just happened. You know what I mean? I did not buy a fly swatter to match my jersey. I promise you. Now, family, if you caught me on Instagram earlier, man, it's one thing I will say. This is no disclaimer. This is just me talking on this whole platform. It'll be 4 years, man, for me doing this. Coming up in November, 4 years. So if they plan creating these watches like the hats, the designers could be. If they do it like the hats, man, it's because some of the hats, you know, I have so many different hats. I don't even have my hats in here with me right now. Well, I don't have any of my. Oh, wait a minute, wait. I may. Always keep stuff by me. I don't know if I have any baseball caps in. Oh yeah, I do. It's actually the first one. So if they do stuff like that, Yeah, yeah. And I know this isn't we you know what's crazy is I just picked this up, man. Had to cop that right there. That right there, man, it's funky, boy. Had to grab that. That thing's funky. And then since we talking about Bulls hats, I know we're not. I know we're not talking NBA, but y'all know I love my hats, man. I love my crowns, boy. Look at that there. Sheesh. That's All right, I'm putting these up. So I did get a question in my comments the other day, and the question was, is Invicta working on the NBA contract? And I can tell you, if you if you're on a cruise, you already know the answer to that. But yeah, they're not going to, because I know Citizen is one of the contracts with the NBA, and I don't know if it no Tissot is racing. There's another major brand that's with the NBA, and that's from what AL was saying. That's something that they're not even looking forward to. I know they tried to get into racing, and I don't know if that what happened with that contract, but the NHL, Luciano, let me see, NBA, NBA, MLB, yeah, the NBA is not. That's off the table. So the so agreement, business wise, contracts. Yeah. So, oh, you bold, just gonna fly up in my face, man. Yeah, they actually. Let's see. I may even have. Let me see. All right, I got you right here. So that's just some of the watches they got coming out. So these watches they're being released Saturday, this Saturday, 8 o'clock. The watch is being released. They literally showed videos of the watches earlier today. They literally had it on YouTube, number of the watches. So, matter of fact, let me see. I'm gonna try something real quick. Download something real quick. I actually recorded a little bit of shop earlier off my phone, and I'm gonna let y'all see. Cause I know some of you guys, I think it was Bob was telling me that I was on at the same time and Victor Ryan was on. So this is from earlier today.
And I'll just pop off the names that we have. So we didn't do all 32 or 30 teams of this, but we have the Atlanta Braves, the Boston Red Sox, Chicago Cubs, Los Angeles Dodgers, New York Yankees, Philadelphia Phillies, the Miami Marlins, and also the New York Mets.
Okay, so those are the watches. Those are just a few watches that's coming out. Let me delete that real quick. Taking up a lot of space. Go to Yankees merch store and buy them there. What do you talk? Hold on, let me see. Oh, NHL is in September or right before the season starts in October. I have a cousin who played in the major leagues baseball. Oh wow! Oh well, hold on, let me go back up. I'm missing some comments. 30 teams, bro. 30 teams. Okay, I read that already. I can imagine the color combos. And Luciano, so what I saw, like, if you, like I said, if you go to Invicta store, I mean, not Invicta store, but Invicta webpage or homepage, boy, I'm talking about, it's so many watches of this available. So many watches. And they're coming out with this week or this Saturday, it's going to be 50 millimeters and then a 58 millimeter. So that sucker is going to be huge, huge. I don't have a example of that large pro diver because it's a big, huge deal. And I don't have anything remotely close to that size to give you a comparison. It's a completely different diver, but let me show you this real quick. It's a dive style watch. This is like the largest Sabako number 3 that I have in my collection. So, all right. In comparison, the 50 millimeter. So this is a 47, 48 millimeter piece, but it plays like a 50, and that 58 is going to play more like this in comparison. So as you can see that, like, how much bigger it's going to be. I know some people are not going to go for that bigger one because I actually put that one on in that same pro diver with the 58 millimeter that they putting out. It's comfortable. It's massive though. I mean, that thing sits up so thick. It's a thick watch, and I've gotten to the point now, me personally, my sweet spot is 47 to 50. I may rock a 52. Now, I did, however, spring for the Kraken, and that's somebody's fault that's in the chat right now. I'm not even gonna lie. It was somebody that Invicta decided to give them a Kraken, and his description of the Kraken had me thinking like, man, I really want to get that watch, man. He just, the way he kept looking at it and was like, huh, this thing is really nice. And he examined it. And I mean, dude, you talking about being a gifted enabler, man. This guy, if you just saw the video that I saw, or the live, it was a live. This guy that had the Kraken, and he was like the first person on the planet, as far as the consumer is concerned, to have that before everybody else. But you know how those things go. Let me see what you're saying. An all chromed out New York watch with diamonds straight bling. Hey man, whatever, bro. You was first. Oh, you was first. I don't care what nobody say. You set the bar high for receiving something dope, man. So nope, I'm out of it, bro. I'm out of it. I don't care what you talking about, bro. Biggest enabler I know, next to Vic. Same host of the show, was all giddy with the gladiator. I don't know what you're talking about. What's a gladiator, bro? You gonna have to explain that to me. What's up, Vincent? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you being here, man. I don't even know what does gladiator look like? Can you tell me what that? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Maybe you got the wrong show. I don't know. Oh yeah, your boy got him. I got him. Yeah, out of here, man. So, yeah, I feel accomplished now. You feel me? But anyway, moving. I want to move this show right along, man. So this was really. Let me see where we at. I think we had like 39 minutes into the game, man. Yo, John, gang. What's goody? Yeah, some hosts got us. Happy for the gladiator. Gotta go purple trap. Referring to your previous video. Man. This right here. They got a green label piece. And you know what? I think there's only 2 green label pieces out. But there's shoot, I think almost a half a dozen purple labels. If I'm not mistaken, it's probably a dozen of them suckers out here. So hold up before we do anything else. I want to give you a chance if you want to pop in, if you want to pop up, man. Because I had scheduled, I want to do anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour today. Because this is really an announcement for Major League Baseball in their collaboration with Invicta, and the other part came up to really talking about Jill. Gang, what's going on, boy?
Well, let me just say this, that it is official that I have obliterated Mr. Brian Johnson in the beard contest.
With the beard? You won that one?
I most certainly did.
Okay.
And I will say that Mina did respond, but she didn't respond with an answer. She said she couldn't decide. So
I saw that.
I am taking that as a win for me.
I saw that. I saw that.
Yes.
I saw that.
That's a big win for me right there. Because she didn't want to embarrass her boy.
What's up, Ferrari Kid? Ferrari Kid is in the building.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Yeah.
Bro, so I got a question. I know you're into the collecting game. What team?
Sure.
What team are you going with?
Huh?
You collected a few. What team are you going? What are you looking at, or are you collecting anything MLB wise?
If I go with anything, it's going to be the Yankees. But honestly,
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I'm just not into baseball like I was. I'm not even into football like I was. I will be again doing the picks again this year, but look, Jesus, get your stupid Astros out of here, bro. I don't care about no Astros. Oh no! There he is. He's Tosh.
My man. Hey, bro. Before we say anything, before we go anywhere, bro, it has been a minute since you've been on. I appreciate you coming on, bro. I really do. I love it, man. You my man. You know that. So go ahead.
The floor is yours.
Well, I mean, Trap egged me on with that. It was like somebody in this chat with the Kraken and all that. I'm like, oh no, he did not. First off, I was not the first. That was Bob.
It was really Bob, but you know.
It was Bob. Okay. Secondly, bro, you went right after me. I did the Kraken, you did the Gladiator.
Was that what happened?
That's exactly what happened, brother. Okay. Let me break it down to you. Mister, I'm matching my mint chocolate chip with the fly swatter. What's going on?
You selling Girl Scout cookies today, bro? What are you doing?
Hey, bro, that was just a coincidence, bro. I promise.
There's more.
Like, what the hell?
That's just a coincidence, bro.
Mint chocolate chip? Did I just say?
Oh God.
Oh man.
I'm good.
And I wasn't gonna come on. I was like, I got the day off today finally, and I was like, yo, I saw you this morning on Instagram talking about, man, last night about 11 o'clock my time, I had shop on white noise on the TV on YouTube TV.
Yes.
I was like,
right.
ready to fall asleep, and
I got a good story for that. Yes, go.
My wife hits me up. She goes, "Who's Jill?" I'm like, "What?" She's the host. What are you talking about? What's going on? And she's like, they just said something about Jill. I'm like, what? So I grabbed, where the remote? I rewind. And I was like, I know it's not Jill because she had the hour before Lynn. And, when I put it together, it was about our own Nitro Jill.
Yeah.
That that fucked me. I'm sorry, that messed me up because I couldn't go back to sleep. You know, she's such a nice lady, and we're not going to hear that voice anymore when she calls in. I used to love her calling in and be like, "Ooh, I'm in trouble. Dar's getting me. I'm buying too many watches. I'm in trouble. I gotta hang up." Why you calling in?
Yeah, right.
Why you calling in?
You're narking your own self out, right?
Yeah, and the crazy thing, you know, Trap, you were saying how you know, how we all meet each other, you know, because of this thing, right?
Right.
We all meet each other because of that. And it's like, you know, there was an opportunity I had to go out to Vegas last year, but I couldn't make it happen for whatever reason. And one of the things I wanted to do was spend a day with Nitro Jill up there, you know, and you know, the cool thing about Jill is like the chat will be going on during the shows, and sometimes you go off on a tangent, you'll start talking with certain people in the chat, you know, completely off topic of what's going on in the TV or what's going on in the show. And I could do that with Jill. You know, we could just pick up and talk about whatever, you know what I'm saying? And people are oblivious of your conversations that are going on sometimes because it's just you two conversing amongst, I don't know, 60, 70 in the chat at particular points. In time. So, I don't post every day like I want to. I made sure today was a day that I post and I at least shot her out, you know, because she's definitely someone that's going to be missed. And I saw the pictures online. You know, she was in the hospital. I didn't put 2 and 2 together to figure out that, hey, this could be serious or what have you.
Right.
And it was one of those situations where I was oblivious to it. I don't know. And then all of a sudden to hear what I heard yesterday, I have to tell you, man, that put me in a pretty much a funk going to bed. I laid in bed for about an hour and a half just thinking. And I hate those thoughts because you're like, we had those thoughts again when Guy passed, was the most recent one, right? Before her was Guy.
Yep.
And the cool thing about this is it reminds us that life is, man, we just going around the sun. You know what I'm saying? It's another year around the sun. So it's like, you got to give people their flowers now. You got to let them know how you feel about them right now. So, and I'm going to keep it at that because, Trap, I know you want to keep this short today. I just wanted to get on and tell you that.
No, bro, you good, bro.
Nothing short. First of all, he keeps nothing short. He says
I try. I try, bro. You know I do. I give it a valiant effort, bro.
He does. He was like,
give it no effort at all. You give it the effort to go as long as you can.
I'm gonna put the show out for about 45 minutes to an hour.
Right. Yeah, that voice too. I agree with that voice. Yeah.
Man, bro, I'm trying to, man. I'm trying, but you know, here's the deal. Here, y'all can't fault me for it because look, how I feel about y'all, man. You guys gave me that energy, man, and. I tell us, I was just talking about the signs the other day. No, last week. I'm sorry. Last week about the elevator incident. And I literally, bro, I was looking at when I came off the elevator, I was filming myself at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? And I was just talking. I actually put that in the vlog. And it just made me think about you. He was like, hey, I was like, yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? What's good? And we had the best conversation after the cruise. And I was like, dang, that dude is so cool. I was like, I wasn't even ready to go. It was like when you in school and you talking to your best friend, and your mom was like, get in the car.
Yeah.
But mom, I'm not done talking to
That was my wife, because my wife was in the store. You done talking to your friend? I'm like, hey, give me a minute. Don't be rude. You know.
Right.
That was
because
my wife.
DC,
like, I'm waiting for you over there.
DC was on the other, like over there. She wasn't even in the store. She was like, she did this.
Yeah.
I said, I'm talking. Like,
right.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Spinergy Wheels, rest in peace, Nitro Jill, fly high, my friend.
Well, you know, I say that at the end of all my shows. I mention that you gotta, you know, make sure your friends, your family, all that stuff. And I'm very happy because my last interaction with Jill, I had purchased an X-Wing off of her. And just in the comments that we were going back and forth. I said love you, and she said love you too. So that's my last interaction with her. So I'm very happy about that.
So you have a Jill watch?
I do.
Yeah, dang.
I couldn't afford a Jill watch because she was going crazy buying them things.
She gave me a really good deal on the X-Wing. I gotta say,
you see her in the chat like, I'm in trouble again. I just bought this watch for blah blah blah. I'm like, damn, I can't keep up with that because Poppy messed me up, man. I was trying to keep up with him, and you see, I'm working a lot now, right? Trying to pay all this stuff down.
Hey, bro, Poppy, which I haven't seen in a while, a nice little while. I don't think he's on Instagram anymore. Poppy,
really?
Yeah, I haven't seen him on. Like he was posting about airplanes or something like that, and then after that, it just stopped. And I don't think you can find him on Instagram anymore. I think he's off. But I could tell you what, I remember the night that he hit his 94th watch, and it was like a month later, he was on his 125th watch. It was like 6 months later, he was at 210. I was like, Poppy, dude, calm down. And he's the only person I know on the YouTube chat that changed his name. He changed his name like he bought watches, man. He was Happy Pappy, Slappy Pappy, you know what I'm saying? Pat Pappy. And I'm like, bro, what you doing?
Got punk drunk in love with that dude. I mean, and there was that point where they came out with the Hurt with the diamonds and the meteorite dial, the Torby.
Mm-hmm.
And that joint was like $1,600. He bought that, and then he was gone for like 3 or 4 months. He laid low. I think his wife gave him the
his wife gave him the business. I know she did.
Oh.
Man, I already know what's going on, DK. I already know. I know without a shadow of a doubt she did, man. But the best part about this, and I go back to it, man, you know, me and John talk on a regular basis. I talk to Vic on a regular basis. I talk to a number of y'all like all the time. We just talk, you know, and it just blows my mind that when my wife bought me a watch back in 2014, I would have never thought that one watch would turn into this.
You never.
This is crazy. Like, if you really think about it, bro, there was over 2,000 people on the cruise, and then there was a bunch of people that couldn't come. They was like, man, and Jill was one of them. Jill said because her health issues kept her from flying. And she wanted to go on the cruise, and like we were talking about going out to her. Was like, yo, we're gonna have a land cruise, you know what I'm saying? And like,
yo, would have been a perfect venue. Vegas, come on now.
Vegas,
right?
Bro.
Yes.
Would have blown that up, and she would have took care of us the whole way. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, shout out. I am going to miss hearing that raspy voice, you know, with a lot of spunk, you know, calling in the show. I think that's going to be the biggest. Because you can always count on certain people to call in the show. You can count on Godfather to call in. Definitely can count on Jill. I don't care. You know, she gonna call in, and so it's like that one hurt because I mean, Guy was a presence in the chat. You know, once in a while we'll go on the phones, but Jill was always on the phones, and I gotta. You know what? Honestly, those were the shows that I know the hosts were feeding off of our calls. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you got somebody who's rocking the phone call at that particular point and they can go back and forth, and the biggest litmus test, because I've called in a couple of times myself, but if you can get Justin, Jay-Z to be like, you know, rocking with you on a phone call conversation, you know you're doing good.
You in there.
Yeah.
You are it, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, 2018, boom, boom. Mr. Jimmy, like what else you call him? Jason.
Yeah.
You could not find him. You could not find him, bro. Like he was like, where's Waldo, bro? Like, and one day, you know what I'm saying? Like I think it was like the second day of the cruise. Wifey and I went up to the Lido deck and we went to that Serenity place, and then we caught the elevator up to where the gym is. The door opens and it's him, and my camera is downstairs. I said, God dog it.
Yeah.
Man, I said, and we wasn't calling him Boom Boom at the time. I was like, what's up, Jay-Z? He said, hey. And he just got on the thing, and I said, that was crap. But then
I swear to God, dude, I'll be chasing
It's
the hug
crazy.
with Jay-Z, bro. I'll be like, yo, try to be funny with him. Nah. One time I got him to like be cool, on the phone with me, but typically
I got a
he's like,
beef with him
you do?
right now. Yes, as of last night.
Go, tell us.
At what point did you turn the show on last night?
I know what
This
beef
was
is. I know what beef
towards
he
the end
got.
of Kendies, and then
Right. So you saw what happened with Kendi, right?
No, it's towards the end.
With Kendi on.
Yeah.
She got off at 8:00.
Right.
Right. Now
well, it was 11 o'clock my time, but yeah, because I saw the replay. But go on.
All right. So I had just gotten home from a wake where a friend of mine had passed and cancer literally ripped through him in 4 months. Like I had no idea, like literally just tore it right through him, hit his pancreas, his liver, and he was done.
Yeah.
Real quick. And he was thin from whatever. I mean, it was horrible. So his parents were like distraught, his brothers, his sister. I was a mess. I've known this kid literally since kindergarten. I get home, turn on Shop because I knew the X-Wings were going to be on. And Jill had just started to talk about the passing. I mean, Kendi had just started to talk about the passing of Jill. And it was getting towards the end of the hour. And they knew they were coming on to break, but they had started maybe just the twinge too early. And Kendi started to lose it. She starts to bawl. So I don't know if you saw that part. I don't know what part.
I did not see that part.
Okay, so she was talking about Jill. She's talking about memories, and there's still like 15 seconds left, and she can't compose herself. And Jay-Z is just sitting there look. I know there's all sorts of weird things about not being able to touch and whatever, and I get it. But he could at least have grabbed her hand to console her, just to get her through to like the last 15 seconds. I probably would have put my arm around her to help her get through it or whatever. I don't even know what I would have done. I would have done something to help her.
Something.
Anything. I would have told
human.
the camera, I would have been pointing, get the camera over to me, get her out of this. And even Shop, at the end where right at the top of the hour, they'll like focus on the watches that are coming up and then they'll play the little music and it goes on for about a minute. They already had that set up. They could have went to that even. So between Jay-Z just sitting there like an idiot and Shop not taking care of Kendi to get her out of it, I'm like,
you left it dry.
Oh my heart was just completely shattered for her. I felt so because she couldn't get out of it. She had to sit there and take it. It was terrible.
Now, what?
I called him.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Trap. Yeah.
I actually went back through that and I thought to myself, and I talked to some other people about that, and it could have been, and I'll say this from the producer standpoint. I don't know what they were thinking about on that one, but it could have been one of those they wanted to just let it play out so people can see that this is more than just a home shopping network.
But we saw it. There was enough there. There was enough. They didn't have to let it go for like 15 more seconds. It was terrible.
So let's look at it from this perspective. For the thousands of us that know Kendi, or at least have a hint of Kendi, Kendi's been on for so long, over 25 years.
And you knew she wasn't going to last.
She was and if you know Kendi and met her, dude, that when she speaks to you and embraces you, that is genuine. That is for real.
And she absolutely loves Jill. She loves Jill.
She loves Jill.
So so I don't know if you noticed, Jill went to school with her husband. They look, Jill and Kendi are from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So they grew up in the same neighborhood type deal. You know what I'm saying? So and she Bears fans, you know what I'm saying? So they had a connection. You know what I mean? Like they had a connection outside, and that's the hard part. That's the hard. So, and you know what? The crazy thing is, and we talking about Jay-Z, I'll tell you one thing that I was super surprised at is in 2019, I said, Jay-Z, I just summed it up. Jay-Z got to be a germaphobe, bro. Like he's not into that whole touching and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are like, yo, but I was super shocked, man, when I was on 2020 cruise. We were on the fourth level. I guess so. Once you get past the Lido deck, you go down that first elevator. go down to Shop HQ where they're doing all of the repairs and battery changes. They had some clothing and stuff there. Jay-Z's down there. And I was like, yo, what's going on? So we're in the back of that. We're taking pictures with Kendi and RJ. So we come back around and Jay-Z was like, yo, you ready for a photo op? I was stupid surprised. I said, yeah. So I got a photo with me and Jay-Z. I'm kneeling. He's pointing at the watch. And I was like, yo, this is a completely different Jay-Z from 2018. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
I like his sense of humor. It's a good dry sense of humor. I like it.
But yeah, I've actually called in, and if you get a chuckle out of Jay-Z, man, you in there, bro. And I've had 2 episodes where I called in where I got a chuckle and got to talk back and forth with him and stuff like that. So I think he a cool dude. But as far as last night, I feel you, because I felt like Kendi got hung out the draft for a little bit too long. I mean, because it may have been 9 seconds, but that was the longest.
It was a long. It was so uncomfortable. My heart was broken for her because I knew she wasn't gonna last, and then she even said, "Oh, I started this a little too early." And
my
then
wife hates COD. What's happening?
She's just pouring. I'm like, you gotta get her out of that.
Yeah. Bro, when I tell you, when I saw Kendi fall apart, I fell apart. Yeah. I'm sitting here like my eyes are sweating here. And I sent her a message on Insta, man. Facebook Messenger. But Kendi is such an awesome, and I tell her this all the time, man. She's a gem. Like, you don't get to meet people like her too often. That's legit a loving person, man. That I know she'll do anything. So, and I know this, we're talking about Jill, but I'm just thinking about the relationship that's been created. Yeah. All of us sat at the back of this ship. It was me, John, the phone guy.
Like, Kendi lights up every time Jill calls in. She lights up.
Yep.
I mean, they love each other, man. I mean, you know that. It's crazy. Yeah.
So it was one of the publications that Shop had on the cruise. They allowed the Browns go up on the TV first. I went up, John went up, and it had something with an apple, whatever. Bro, now this happened like around 10 o'clock, 10 to 11. They sat back there and was filming live to 2 a.m. So once it was done and over with, Kendi was like, she stood up, she said, my feet are killing me. And she took those shoes off. We sat and talked she sat and talked to us for like another 20 minutes. And she said, guys, you know what? I am wiped. I got to go back to my room. So we walked her to the Lido deck to where elevated to her stuff. She went, and of course, I went back to my room, went to sleep about 2:35, 2:40, got back up at 4 o'clock, was ready to rock and roll. Bro, I was not playing, bro. I'm telling you, if you go on the Invicta cruise, you're going to miss something. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's no time to sleep, man. I'm telling you, it's no time to sleep.
You literally wake up like, something's going on. I gotta go.
I'm still scarred from Times Square, so I don't know about no cruise.
I remember 2020, the ship was rocking. So a lot of the women were getting like motion sickness. So it was one of those where it's like, I told my wife, I was like, hey, I gotta go. You want to stay here? That's cool. Watch, relax, stay in the bed. I'm gonna go because I'm gonna miss some shit if I'm over here with you.
Yeah.
I didn't pay all this money to be just sitting there. I could do that at home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, DK. So what you coming in on right now? We had a lady by the name of Nitro Jill. She was big in the community. She passed away yesterday, and she has a long-lasting relationship with people from Shop, with us, and they, Kendi found out 5 minutes before she went on air. 5 minutes before she went on air, she just found out moments before, and wasn't gonna say anything at first, but then Dara said, "Yo, just let it go," and it was a mess. I'm talking about, you could tell. And then T, bro, Texas T. Oh my gosh, bro.
Right.
She's gonna be a mess right now.
Oh my God! And T already had a year, and then last year with God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's like when you get so attached, and again, it's a beautiful thing when you buy a watch that you like. That's the one thing, man. There's nothing else to it, man. And I know that's why you have when we talk about Seiko fanboys, Rolex fanboys, Invicta fanboys, whatever the case is. I think I'm not gonna say I think it is so much different when it comes to the Invicta community because we have so much invested, not so much in a watch, but in each other.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, think about it. Last year, I drove all over God's creations, man, just trying to get to every event. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
look,
no lie.
dude,
That's no
do you
lie.
know that we put 25,000 miles on her car?
Yeah.
Just going, man, to New York twice. We went out to Pennsylvania, to Delaware. We drove all the way to Tennessee, bro. Like we went to Georgia twice, bro. We went everywhere trying to be with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't, and the one thing I love about it, it don't matter, because I'm gonna say, Desange, you know, here's the deal. Bro, hands down, your collection, it's not a lot of people that I can say that your collection is trunk tight. I absolutely love your collection, man. But you don't come off as an arrogant dude talking about, hey, man, I got this, I got these values, I got this, man, I got, you know what I mean? Like, like, it did, like, you was like, yo, Trap, here, check this out. He's taking it out here, Trap. He was handing me watch. I said, hold on, bro. Let me look at this one. Hold that one. Hold it. He was like, what do you think about this, Trap? And like, I still got I recorded it.
Yeah.
And I remember I gave him the camera. I said, hey, bro, it's your show. And I walked away.
He just walked away. And, you know, the thing about us, you know, there's lots of fanboy groups out there. And, you know, I watched your show the other day where you had about like 8 of you up on there.
Yeah.
Talking about like things that Invicta is doing maybe not so well right now. And that's real. That's real. You know, but with our group, they've done something right in the sense that we're not so much invested into the watches as much as we're invested in each other. Does it make sense? Mm-hmm. I live vicariously through certain folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Especially me. Yeah.
Kimon, he thumbs up a watch. I'm like, man, I wanted that one back in the day. Couldn't afford it, couldn't swing it then. But I mean, I'm glad he's wearing it in good health. Although if he wants to drop it to a brother one time, you know, I'd be more than happy to take that off his hands or buy it off of him. But, you know, I've already put out overtures, but that's besides the point. I think we're more invested in ourselves. As a group. And that's what Invicta does better than anybody. Who is blowing me up?
Hey, you know, I'm gonna say this. You know what collector I just enjoy and love to see them collect is Fats. Bro, Fats, man, when I tell you Fats is such a, you gotta be, so look, I had a chance. I spent the weekend with this dude, like a whole weekend, him and his wife, yo. Hey, John, you know.
Yes. That was a great weekend. Yeah.
A1, bro.
Yeah.
Fats is A1.
Homeboy got Invicta watches in his gumball machine.
Unbelievable.
Like, that's it right there. Okay?
Yes,
that's
right there.
I can't think of anything more genius than that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Great.
Like,
damn.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it.
You go, boy. You go.
Wrist candy, bro. Wrist candy in the candy dish. You feel me? I'm like, man. But yo, you know what's crazy is my relationship with Fats. When we went on a cruise, we took a picture with him and Trelise, right? Forgot all about it. I'm telling DC, she said, we took a picture with them. I said, yes. Yes, we took a picture. I said, okay, remember we did the tattoo contest? I said, Fats was the first person up there, and Todd Newton was like, bounce, chicka, wow, wow, because he cares not. He had his belly out, tattoos all over the place. That dude,
I would love to meet Todd Newton, man. Oh my God, I love that dude.
Todd Newton is a different animal, bro.
I gotta meet in person. Yeah,
Todd Newton is a different animal, bro. I'm telling you this, man. Hey, and I don't know, dude. I am going to put hashtag Tom Newton at the end of this broadcast when I'm done. Todd, if you ever get a chance, bro, come on the show. Come on, let me talk to you for a minute.
I know.
I miss his shows.
I know.
I miss his shows, man.
Yo,
him and Brian Johnson with Bulldog, man. Forget it.
Bro, you remember after the show on Sunday night, they're going to their hotel with their terrible carpet, and then Todd Newton and Ryan will be talking. That was entertainment, bro.
Yeah.
That was pure entertainment. He made collect it. collecting Invicta was already dope, but he made it so much better, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when he met me and Tamika, he said, "This your wife?" He's like, "Yeah." And at the time, I think we was married for, like, say, 16 years, whatever. He said, "In a row." I was like,
yeah,
he's unbelievable.
I think he said something to me like that when I met him on the cruise too. Along those lines, I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
And are we at the golden D and Kimon should be out? Shut up, Dave. Why you trying to put me in trouble, Dave? No. I admire the man too much. No. No, but I got something for you. When would we say is the golden age of collecting with Invicta, where it's the most epic time to get that? Some, like, you had some old school people on your last show that were saying it's all about those movements that we can't get no more. Right. And some of the new collectors don't know that. The designs then versus the designs now. I mean, what I got on my wrist. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have the Magnum back then. You know what I'm saying? Well, here we go. They didn't have the Magnum back then. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think the most badass design they had back in the day was the SAS.
Yeah.
SAS was the most badass design, and they had the movements, they had the other movements. But are we in the golden age of collecting right now?
Hell no.
What would you say would that be?
It was before me. I can tell you. I'm going to make a guess.
I was there. I saw those other movements. I got a couple of them.
I want to say it was like 2002 to 2009.
I hear you. Here's the thing, though. The designs now, okay, they're not for everybody. I get that. You know what I'm saying? I am slowly warming up to the Magnum Tria. You know what I'm saying? Because I've heard a lot of good things about it. When I first saw it, Trap, I told you when I first saw it, I wasn't a fan. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, okay, I'm seeing people wear it now. I'm going, okay, maybe it's pretty good. But I mean, by far and away, their designs, whether they're a hit or a miss, they're swinging. Invicta is swinging right now. You know what I'm saying? In designs where they can't get the movements, they're trying to go ahead and knock it out of the park with designs.
I want to answer your question, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
I honestly believe the golden era for Invicta is past us, and I will say it's a lot further than the 2009 to 2013. I would say the golden era was really 2020.
I enjoyed that, yeah.
I would say say the golden era for Invicta was 2020, and the reason I say that is because they brought back some of these Sabako number 3s from back in the day. They still dished out the remaining Valjuve movements that they had. They say, hey, here, look, these was on ships or whatever. Boom. And I think we saw the best designs, and I would even dare to say the Kraken, bro. And look. I heard you when you talked about it. I saw it, and you know it's so much different when you have it in your hand versus seeing it on screen.
It is.
And when I got a chance to see it, this is a beautiful piece, even for it to be a 54 millimeter. I love the design of it, but I think, bro, right now that golden era is gone, and I doubt. So I really doubt that it comes back. You know what I'm saying? If they do, that means, they pitch something out that's phenomenal. But the one thing that I can't get behind right now, what I don't like, me personally, is the identity of Invicta is being washed away with, like, the Flying Fox, the new Mammoth, all these different watches that's coming out, bro. I'm like, wait a minute, stop.
I like the Flying Fox because it's the hunk of steel. I like that, but I mean, I hear what you're saying. I'm not a fan of the Ripsaw, and I don't care how many diamonds you put on the thing. I'm not a fan. Go, Ganji, what's up?
You can't call something a mammoth and have it be 50 millimeter. It's got to be larger than an octane. I'm sorry. You can't. It's got to be 70 millimeters or better. You can't call it a mammoth and have it this big. I'm sorry.
Damn, he straight out called him out. Dude.
I mean, like here's the deal.
Best thing you can find if you're going to call it the mammoth.
I agree.
But wait a minute. But look, okay, y'all. So here's my deal. And I know we talked about this. And I love these debates with Kamon, because Kamon brings out some like valid points. And I know, okay, we can't do the movement thing anymore. They don't have better. All right, I get it. Salida 200s and 500s, they have them.
They got putting them out.
And they're not. I saw that they're okay. So there's a new. I don't know if you saw the new Gladiator that's coming out. Got a Salida 500. It is rainbow color. Yeah, they're bringing it out.
That's the funny thing is they always sneak a few good ones in just to keep you like, look, you know what I mean? Just like,
yeah.
They always do, because when they hit it right, they absolutely hit it right.
Your Flying Fox is getting a Salida 500. The Thermal Glow is getting a Salida 500, which I don't agree with, because I'm not a fan of the Thermal Glow. I think it's a cool concept.
It's a cool watch, but not for that kind of movement. It's
not for that. And I was like, so I'm thinking to myself, I said, wait a minute. If you really, and this is just my thought process. If you really want to hit it home, take your your Pro Diver Scuba, put it into a reserve, throw a Salida 500 in that thing, man, and like that is your golden jewel, because do you know that the Scuba is the #1 sold watch across the nation? Period. Everybody is buying the Scuba. I've seen that in stores when they get this like Zales and even some of these little pawn shops and all. You see Scubas everywhere. But I say the Scuba, the Lupa, dude, they don't do like, and I'm talking about the Lupa Diver. You don't like, dude, that was a crown jewel back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know that the Admiral came in a Salida 500 back in the day. I had no idea. I ran into a watch collector in Tennessee, and he was like, yeah, I had an Invicta Admiral in here that had a Salida 500. I said, what?
What you got there, Genji?
All right, I got to fix the band on this. This is a Diver. 3412 is the model number. It's got a Salida 200 in it. This is a tungsten and ceramic. It's a tungsten case with a tungsten and ceramic
bracelet.
I just got this used. I do have to fix the bracelet. That was the only thing. You want to guess what I paid for it?
What'd you spend?
$99. With an SW200 tungsten.
So on the Pro Diver Scuba,
but they don't make that no more.
I'm not a fan of that one, but I mean, to each their own. I know they sell a grip with them.
Yeah.
When I started collecting 06, old guys long for watches from 2000, and I thought the new one sucked. Wow.
Yeah.
So
I know.
So with that being said, it seemed like the golden era happens every 3 to 6 years.
Yeah, something like that.
So I'm like, okay.
But then it's like it's now the game has changed now. Before Invicta had access to those ETA movements. Now they don't. So it's like they haven't had access to those ETA movements for a while. But I mean, I think the height of Invicta happened with that last cruise. I mean,
that's a name I haven't seen in a while.
Otter, the captain has arrived.
Hold up, man.
What's up?
Welcome in, man. God, dog. So, okay, I hate. So, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something else too. Is one thing I love about collecting is if I put a watch out and I say I like it or we have a discussion about it, Bob has an actual watch based on what I'm talking about, and I'm like, yo. And he'll send me a picture, and I'm like, "Yo, Bob, dude." When I tell you Bob collection, and I hate that, man. Is I would love for Invicta to just go retro, and I heard them say this before. Now I'm I'm quoting them from Invicta in own shop. We're part of the innovation, right? We don't repeat stuff. Yes, you do. You still got the Pro Diver. You still got the Looper. You still got Sabakwa 1 through 7. You did that 7 times, and I heard there's an 8th coming, right? Don't know what that's gonna look like.
Yeah.
But I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's about pushing the letter. And for that, even if I don't agree with every design that come out, but I do respect their hustle. I respect the fact that they cover the board. And I chunk it up as I don't have to like every design. I'm gonna stick to my divers in particular pieces that I like, and that's that. However, we'll never get the other movements, but there's the NE88, which is the clone. It's a clone, and the way it's made. Huh?
Are they doing them though?
No, Wing is.
Wing is, yeah.
Wing is using NE88, bro. And you know the crazy thing is you lose the wobble. You don't have the wobble anymore. And the it's something about the rotor that's in there that's been replaced is better. It's upgraded. So the NE88 costs just as much as that value, that 7750. It just does. But you can't fault them because the engineering in it. You know what I'm saying? It actually lasts a lot longer than that 7750. It's not going to wear out as fast. So, you got that. But there is and I said it wrong. There is a 5000 series Japanese movement that mimics the 7750 and the Salida 500 clone. Pagani uses it in their chronograph automatics, and it's cheap. It's cheap. I looked at it, and somebody rated it online. They said it's very durable, and you only lose 5 seconds per day. Lose or gain 5 seconds per day, which that's pretty good.
I don't care about that.
True. But some people do. You know what I'm saying? But
I get you. The watch has got to speak to your soul first.
Trap, I'll send you.
Yeah, all I'm doing is collecting X-Wings
please do,
and a few others. Like, I try and grab a few of those older ones if I can get a good deal on them. So, for $99, I was not passing that up. That's for sure.
Watchman 54.
Watchman.
Do y'all remember the Invicta Yellow Adrenaline Cologne Square case watch? I like them to redesign and re-release.
I remember a Yellow Adrenaline line thing, but
Cordoba came in a square one. I think
that's what he's talking about.
Is he talking about?
Is that what he's trying to say? Cordoba?
I think
would it be a Cordoba or is it Adrenaline? I could see them calling something an Adrenaline for sure, and having it be real slow, just like the Mammoth being real small.
Always. Except Samuel, your watch is always wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, and speaking of, like, Vic got on me. He said, man, I released a bunch of watches on YouTube Shorts. Shorts just didn't push my videos out in time, or I guess like show everybody. But I actually released those videos yesterday. And
I have
Vic
a new
didn't
music
get them.
video coming too.
Huh?
I have a new music video.
Yeah. Y'all gotta stand by for that. But going back to that golden age, there are some gems coming out. There are some gems. There's a Pro Diver 50 millimeter with the Salida 500 that's supposed to be coming out. There's a Batman X-Wing double open heart that's supposed to be coming out. Yeah. Other than that, bro, like I seen a bunch of Shaq, and I'm not really sold on all the Shaq pieces. In some of the Jason Taylor pieces, I saw the Jason Taylor, that monochromatic color. It doesn't have a mill clasp, but it has that potato chip style clasp. And I'm like, wait a minute, it's a Jason Taylor, it's number limited. Don't cheap out on the clasp, man.
Right.
That right there, that burns me, man. Because I really want that watch. I like it.
Yeah.
And I rock more Jason Taylor stuff than I do Shaq, to be honest. I got way more Jason Taylor stuff than Shaq.
Well, he's been out longer.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And Shaq's is about size and diamonds, and I guess you can call Jason Taylor is more of the classier version. If he's going to come out with the sass on the and it's got his initials on there, you're going to have more of an elegant type sass. You know what I'm saying?
They're typically reserve watches too.
Yeah.
That sucker right there, bro.
Carbon right there.
Bro, man. Yeah, right
and
there.
Make me wear my silver tone version tomorrow. Shit.
So Bob said Bob says he's got the Corian Lupa in yellow. So maybe or he had it. He sold it.
No, it is. I've never heard of it. I'm sorry. I've never heard. I never heard that name.
No,
so Bob
I didn't either. But Bob, the only reason I remember the Cordoba being square is because Bob had showed us some of the square Cordubas that he had. That's why I thought maybe it's a Cordoba, but it could be a Lupa too. What do I know?
Hey Bob, if you got a pic of that, can you send it to me on Messenger?
No, he's gonna send it to me, and then I will hoard it.
Hey, and I believe you too, bro.
You know who's got all the pictures? Is Ad. Ad's got all the pictures because he's the mad scientist. That's what I
can't remember. So Bob is on here. Bob, tell me what the name. So this actually has a name to it. It's not just a specialty. It was called something else. I didn't know what the actual name to it was. Bob told me. He actually messaged me day before yesterday, about that.
DD, you back on IG?
Yeah, I actually changed my name. I was able to save everything on there, but just change my name. And right now my thing is set on private, so I can't so I got to go ahead and hashtag Invicta watch collectors or hashtag, because I'm not going to go public again, because then my stuff gets hacked.
C mount. Thank you, Bob. Yeah. So that's actually, this is called the C mount. So now I'm gonna have to go back and do another video.
Yeah. Is it after 9 o'clock? That sounds like an after 9 o'clock kind of thing.
C mount.
Just saying.
Oh boy.
I guess it's not after 9.
Yeah,
at least not on the West Coast. On the West Coast, it's not. Yes.
It is for you.
Yeah.
It's always after 9 o'clock with you.
Right?
Here's a link to the yellow.
I try.
Gentleman. So Watchman said he's been moving towards, and I've been doing that too. I've been trying to do all automatics.
He's doing all automatics, and I think the football and the baseball watches should all be automatics, and it should be about the logos. Just make them automatic so you don't have all these things going on, and make it all about the logos, because that's what I like. I like the logo for my team. So make them automatic. But that's me. I don't need no chronograph on my NFL watch or my,
Screw that.
Right? You just want the logo so you can bang
the dial. You want the nice, clean dial.
So when the Vikings come to San Diego, they just crush y'all, or LA. Or whatever team you're hoarding over there. How many teams you got over there, bro?
What? Wow.
How many teams are over there?
Wow. Them are fighting words, buddy.
I know. I mean, once again, somebody else has won another championship besides the Vikings. Ugh.
I feel you, bro. And I think the NH35 would be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know, they don't want to put the date on it, because they, you know what I'm saying? Because people will crucify watch companies that put an NH35 and ghost the date. They crucified, you know what I'm saying? So I know Invicta, I doubt AAL would do something like that, or even allow something like that to happen. But that is a recommendation. And like I said, I think if your team has ever won championship gold, there should be an actual heritage style watch with your team logo on it, with the Salida 200 or the R150. That's just, personally, that's how I feel. Somebody just hit me up yesterday, said that, outside of that, I haven't seen a new military watch released at all.
Wow, good call. Yeah, no kidding.
I haven't seen that in a while, and I'm like, look,
get off of that. You're right.
I'm like, okay, there's a lot of things that are important. I know people like their teams, but what's going on with the military? There's still a lot of. I mean, you got with the Army, you can do 1 through 7 in the military. All of them, you can just pretty much turn those into military style watches, or you just go straight to your coalition forces, your X-wings. Bro, just let it go. Let it go. I want to see another military piece. Okay, the only issue I have
would
with
like to see, I'd
35
like to see it
are
in the
brands that makes $400 NH. Yeah. Hey,
You
I
know why they do
saw
that? They
that.
throw some diamonds on that with the NH35 and $400, $399.
But no, because there are some companies, because their name is much bigger than or more swankier than Invicta's, and they're like, hey, we got this, got an NH35 and it's $458. I'm like, why?
Name
Bro,
recognition.
bro, first and foremost, that's $70. And that got an NH35 in it. $70.
Yeah.
Titanium.
That's 3 packs of bubble gum. What you talking
Bro,
about?
come on now.
And Bob, I actually like the Nationals for the Washington Nationals. I do not like the Commanders. I think they should have just left it the Washington football team. I like that. I did like that. Yeah.
You never get it.
Commanders.
Terrible name, isn't
You're
it?
never getting the winner.
Yeah, no. No.
I mean, but you know, I just feel like there should be okay. So they did a NFL. What was it? It had the NFL on it, and I think it was like an anniversary NFL piece, right? That should have been a Salida or R150, but it was an NH. I think it was an NH35, and it ended up going for like $70 on shop and sold out. But I'm like, dude, I just feel like, you know, for the collectors that were new collectors at one point and became older collectors, there still should be something for them to, you know, cater to them, at least. And I don't think there's enough of that old school vibe, you know what I'm saying? Because I've never seen in the whole time while I've been collecting, how many new lines, how many new watches have Invicta came up with in the past year? Honestly, there's new collections, bro. They went from 21 to 25 to 32. I was like, sheesh.
Yeah. You know, maybe they should do a vintage line. You know what I'm saying?
There is.
They did. They stopped.
And maybe they should just, you know, push that now. Like do a show of just straight up vintage pieces that haven't been seen in a long time. I know they have that power. I mean, because now they're bringing out Imperious shows. I'm like, Imperious is defunct. Invicta owns the brand now.
For real. It's for
like
real defunct. It is very funky.
They're preying on the Ganges of the world to go ahead and buy the Imperious.
Ganji ain't got none of that, man. Ganji got rid of them.
No.
Ganji got rid of those.
But you know, even with that, is you don't like for somebody that knows about Imperious, right? And the only reason I know about Imperious is who sent me that?
Me.
No, before you. No, I'm talking about they sent me an actual booklet that talks about the history of somebody sent me the booklet that talks about the Imperious, right? And this kid comes out with the Imperious company and just couldn't keep it afloat. Like, and it just Invicta bought it, and it's like now you're making Invicta clones of the Imperious. Like, no, you should let somebody else handle that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Imperious should be all Swiss made. Just my opinion. Just like S. Koikman. Imperious should be all Swiss made. Do not turn it into an Invicta clone because it's Imperious, man. Make it different. Make it its own entity because it's just a copycat. It's like buying an old 30s Ford and you throw a Chevy motor in it. I'm like, no, just keep it original.
That was the way they played it when Imperious came out. I mean,
yes,
you had your shop host, and typically you would have Jamal Anderson was his name, the running back.
Yeah.
I mean, he was their spokesman. He was doing the shows. Now, granted, when you came from a show, Jim Skelton and Mike Davis breaking down watches, and then you go to Jamal Anderson, who don't really know too much about it, but it looked cool. You know, there's a drop off. But I mean, you can tell it was a separate thing, and they treated it like a separate thing. Now you got Invicta hosts over there doing the Imperious shows, and it's like, so it's confusing in a sense because it's like if I was just coming into the game right now, I had no clue that Imperius was its own line that was just financed by Invicta back in the day, I would think they're one and the same. You know what I'm saying? They just, this is just their Imperius name for this one. This is the Imperius gearhead. Okay, yeah. Why does Invicta have a gearhead? Gosh, I don't know. You know, it's confusing to the new folks coming in. I feel like if you're going to do something like that, have a whole new team, have a whole new host, a whole new team, separate that brand. And it's like, and if you're going to do like an Invicta, say, classic line or what have you, the old, you know, then you would have like a separate host that would go ahead and break down how what made this watch famous. Okay, it's one thing to talk about like, hey, you know, this is a tourbillon right here, Japanese tourbillon movement, blah blah blah, Chinese tourbillon movement, blah blah blah. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know any history of this watch outside of that. Okay, it's a Magnum and the movement that's in there. I want to know what made this watch famous back in the day. What made this watch a legend back in the day? Why is it now in this show called Invicta? What do we coin it again? The OG line? No, what was the line that we were saying for it? But yeah, I would vintage, right?
Vintage, yep.
Yeah. I would want it, you know, I would want like a separate host there to go ahead and give it a different spin, a different flavor. I feel like the shows are all on top of one another. And when they're doing like a Techno Marine show, I'm hearing Ryan talk. Ryan, you're Invicta all the way through. And I know Invicta owns Techno Marine, but get another guy in there to go ahead and put the spin of Techno Marine in there.
Maybe like Carl.
Yeah. So tell me why the watch is important. You know, tell me why the watch is different than Invicta. They do their best to illustrate that, but you're the same guy who's pushing Invicta for me for the past 3 hours, and then over this 1 hour, you're going to push the Techno Marine. I don't see a distinction.
Wait, don't take that down. So
what did it say?
Put that back up. So I would add to this. Invicta is that friend that is a friggin' whore that still wants to go out to the club every night when you're trying to settle down and enjoy some cigars and a nice drink. I would add the whore part.
Wow.
Of course you would. Well, you emphasize that. You know what? I can tell you this.
Because they are whores.
Well, no, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you.
They are whoring out right now. Is what they're doing.
I'm gonna get to their comment in a second. I'm gonna tell you your idea. That idea of having different hosts for different, the different watches actually adds to the magic of their brand. Yeah. Hands down, bro. Like, think about it. When the Cosby Show was going, and then you had a different world. You didn't see Bill Cosby in the shows like that. I don't even think like when his kids left, that was it. Yeah. And his kids went to the show, and they was done. It wasn't no like I'ma talk. We just got to watch the Cosby Show. Now Bill Cosby over here, he dropped his kids off, and he's walking all through the administrative office, and the show was still focused on him. Show his kids a little bit. No, that was the magic for me. You know, like going on the Invicta cruise and listening to them talk Invicta stuff was magical for me. You know what I'm saying? Because they had Fatima over here doing some stuff. They had Kendi over here doing some stuff. Fatima was doing clothing and stuff and hosting. And then they had some Invicta jewelry. I was like, yo, this is crazy. This is dope. So yeah, I think just like when they go from Invicta to Casio, they got a Casio guy, right?
Different world.
Shaq likes me. Shaq likes me some Fatima. You know that.
And then
Shaq was all over Fatima that day when she came out. Like when Shaq was came out in the panel, he dragged Fatima right out there. Woo.
Yeah.
He's married, right? Shaq or no?
No. He messed that up. He did that.
Yeah.
His wife is. Yeah.
True.
Fine. Oh yeah.
I'd love to see a red label line, and they do have khaki, but I don't think it's a technical khaki line though.
But they do. I think that khaki design is nice though.
Not technically a khaki line.
I mean, you know what? Since I don't see why they
Which they
wouldn't,
should make it.
because
Yeah.
you think about all of the watches they got this out right now,
Right.
dude. I mean, I'll tell you what. You know what else is crazy is we went from having the graffiti
A
watches.
40-minute show to an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, look, it's over with now. You up here, you and Double D up here, so it's over. If I get if I get over an hour and 10 minutes, I just say forget it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll stop at 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it.
I know.
But with all the watches they got coming out, man, I'm like, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't have a red label.
Right.
I think
and the khaki is out, so why don't you just make it khaki label? Just like before there was a black label, they had they were calling it combat or whatever. And then they made it a combat watch and a black label watch instead of just whatever it was at the time.
Well, doesn't the black label have hints of red?
Yes, technically now, yes. All right, you're right. All right, so the combat is all black.
The combat is all blacked out.
And then the black label has the hints of red. You are correct. So that's what I mean. They took the combat and because the original one that I bought from Bob Cohn, the X-Wing, was technically a combat, but it wasn't labeled as that. But anything that was all blacked out was called a combat, even though it wasn't labeled that.
Right.
So they moved that into a combat watch, which is all black, and then a black label watch, which has the black with the red. You are correct. Yes. And there is a khaki watch, but it's not khaki. It's not.
But
labeled.
you know, there were a few black labels that wasn't red.
There are.
I saw black labels that had yellow trim. And correct me if Bob, correct me if I'm wrong.
My black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, right?
Yeah, they had black and yellow and
another song.
That is a song, bro.
I think that's another song.
It is.
Do it again. Do it again.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. It's different than chai tea latte, chai tea latte, chai tea latte. It's different than that song. Yeah,
Okay.
Those are two different songs. Yeah, don't get those.
They are completely different.
And y'all just wait until that video comes out.
Okay, right? It's gonna be him isolated, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Trust and believe me. Watch. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because anytime, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna say nothing else.
Is it hot as hell where you guys are at too?
Yes, 95 today, bro.
Oh yeah, it was hot. It was hot here today too.
I was like,
I heard you guys were locked in a heat wave.
Yeah.
Well, y'all
I think even Kyle's got a bad one up there too.
We've been doing the yellow labels since I have watches. I swear, these blue labels, but are not okay.
Right, just like the first blue X-Wing that came out was not a blue label.
No.
So
no.
I can't remember what year that was, but it wasn't.
There's a few black labels. There were some black labels that got past me that I wish I could have got, but they're gone. Those are the ones I'm like, Invicta, dude, like, come on, man, back the car up real quick. Bring that back on board, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that black and red hits so different, man.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I like the black label. Then they got, because I figured they got platinum label, green, which we didn't even see the green label coming. That just came out of nowhere.
And there's only one watch right now, or did they get more than
two? They said it's two. I don't know what the other one is, but I know the Pro Diver.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen.
Boom Boom said it's two. He said they released it in two models, and I'm like, he said that's the rarest of the labels. The purple label got about 10 of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them got diamonds.
Yeah.
Major stones.
That hurt purple label that came out the other night with all diamonds. I was like, damn. It's not even a purple label. It's just a purple and gold hurt. I'm like, damn. That's one of those watches that you look at people like it's on your wrist. It's like, damn.
You get the ugly face.
Yeah, that other. It's damn.
I tell you what. We went down to Godfather's.
You went down to Godfather's
house. Trap Lucy, you could get my black label looper.
I don't have a song called "Damn," not yet. Maybe I will. Damn.
You got a black label loop, or we'll talk after this, bro. me see. No, it's purple label. What
Dude,
am I
man,
saying?
you doing side deals? It's like, hey, we'll talk after this. We don't need to talk
Yeah,
about that right
you don't know what you're talking about.
now. Like, get out of my business.
What
Say
happened?
get out of my business.
What happened? Squirrel, what? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? But all right, so we talked about a lot of stuff tonight, man.
Yeah.
A lot of watches. And my hope is, honestly, is that Invicta do watch what we talk about. I do hope that they see what we talk about and get some ideas and push some stuff in. I mean, some of the old school collectors want to see some old school stuff. At the end of the day, while you guys are making what you're doing, we want to do it. You know, it really don't matter that we're in a recession. People still spending money. It's like we're still spending money, bro. Like
How much longer? I don't know, but they are.
this is the weirdest recession ever, and I think some places are being balanced out through the monkeypox and COVID. COVID is still hitting people in pockets here and there, though.
Yeah,
My sister just got whacked, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of people around us that got COVID, man, and people, and I'm like, I mean,
They said over 70% of the population has had it at least once. I'm one of the lucky ones. I'm in one of the few times I'm in the.
I ain't get it yet.
Don't.
But
Yeah.
knocking on wood.
Yes.
so
Either which,
gotta go, y'all. Have a great night. All right, Spinergy.
Later, Spinergy.
Gotta go.
Spinergy's on his way out.
Peace out.
Peace out.
So, our next big event of getting together is Maryland. They're doing their thing down in Myrtle Beach. Y'all going through that?
When is it? Okay, so when is that supposed to? That's next month.
No, October, bro.
Where's
October?
Myrtle
Okay,
Beach?
okay.
Is that North Carolina, South Carolina? Where is that?
I think it's North Carolina. Myrtle
Okay.
Beach.
My brother might
I'm
actually have
flying
a
down to
condo
South
there.
Carolina, and my son's gonna drive me up there. We're gonna go kick it up there for the weekend.
I
That's
think my
what-
brother has a condo
that?
down there somewhere.
What's up?
I think my brother has a condo down there, so maybe.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's time to see Genji live in person.
You don't want none of this, bro.
You know what? I'm just saying, as long as I ain't got to pay, I'm
You
happy
don't.
to see Genji.
Oh, you got it. You're going to
Genji-
pay.
if Genji's
You
gonna
will,
make
you
me
will
pay to see
pay
him,
one
then
way or
the
another.
hell
You will
with Genji,
pay.
okay?
For me,
To hell
you
with
will
Genji.
pay.
I ain't paying you jack. I see you just fine on the TV screen.
You will pay
to
to
I would
meet
love
me,
to meet you.
bro.
I would
What's
love
up,
to shake your
Shaq?
hand. It's sweet.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, South Carolina, he says. All right.
Perfect.
Dude, I was Trap will tell you, I was like so glassy eyed at
Hey, he was losing it.
in New York City.
It
Oh
was
my
on-
God. There was
Man,
so
it
much
was-
going on. Like I've been locked in my house with my mother for 9 years now, and it's been worse since COVID. So when you go
Bro.
out, when you haven't been anywhere, and then you show up in Times Square and all these people, oh my God. It was just, I was glassy after a couple hours. I'm like, I don't
How many
I don't
hours of
know
a
where.
drive was that for you? What, like 3 or 4 hours from
What's up,
Connecticut?
Shaq?
No. It's like maybe 2 hours.
2 hours.
He said we didn't get COVID because we eat at the Waffle House. You ain't lying because your immune system is 100, boy.
I love Waffle House, actually.
Oh my
Keep
God.
them comments
man.
coming, man. I don't see them over here when we're doing the lives, man.
All right, so there's an event down at Myrtle Beach. Okay.
Yeah, man. I would love to see you guys. I'm headed in your direction, East Coast. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
so
When is
that's
this?
the beauty. That's the beauty, man. We get to visit and chill
So
with
when
each
it-
other.
when
I
is
can't
this?
wait for that. When is what?
When is it?
I think it's the 14th through the 16th
Of
October.
October.
might
Maybe
be
you can
doable.
swing it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it might be doable for sure. Yeah.
Yep. If I can, I'm most definitely gonna be in that thing.
Because I'm going down to
I
Virginia for
expect you to
Godfather.
roll through it. If you can't do the whole day, you're gonna roll through for part of the day and roll back
Right.
home like you normally do.
Right. You know what I'm
I can't
saying?
be here
Like,
forever, but I'll be here for a hot minute. Let's go. Let's do this show.
I'm telling you, you already know me, bro. Pull up and
Well,
Tell me,
man.
I'm here for the day. I'm gone. Peace.
Hey,
hopefully that's where the condo
Tony
is.
good
Yeah, that'd
people,
be
bro.
good. Yeah. All right.
I like to. Hey, but I do. Like on the side note, I talked to a few other collectors. Man, I think we should in the future, man, like going to Pigeon Forge and other parts, like go to Dolly World. Like I think we should have an event for just like a getaway. It don't necessarily have to be a watch event, but of course, you know we always bring our watches out. But I think all of us should just like pile out there at Pigeon Forge, man. It's so much to do out there. I think that'd be a dope little getaway, nice little weekend. It's cheap. It's a cheap vacation.
Especially if I have a condo to go to, sure.
You'll spend more on your flight than anything else.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I'm saying? And the good thing about it is that's for me, that's a 5-hour drive. So like
Virginia Beach is 8 hours, so it can't be much more.
Yeah, bro. Like I can rent a van, bro, and you wouldn't even have to worry about driving. We'll pick you up from the
come
airport.
and get me?
Of course, no, you have to fly here, bro. We'll get you here, fly to my house, spend the night, and we'll just drive out.
I gotta fly to Indianapolis and then drive from Indianapolis to South Carolina.
No, I'm talking about Pigeon Forge, bro. Like I ain't talking about that.
Oh.
He's talking about the next one.
Look at John, man. You keep up, bro.
I can't, man. My brain's in a lot of places right now.
Of course.
Yeah.
Probably Virginia. I'm going to Godfathers. I'm going to Godfathers.
I know. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Hey, so upcoming show, man. Hey, y'all want me? Hey, listen, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. Y'all know we got somebody coming to the show. We got a heavy hitter coming to the show, man. So this Sunday, man, y'all ready for it?
What is it? There you go.
My man, boy, Don Juan gonna be up in this thing, boy. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna need at least 3 hours for homeboy there.
Yeah.
Don't be like, I need to check this out for 40 minutes to an hour. Don Juan, you need at least 2-3 hours for his collection, bro.
Ain't gonna be none of that, bro. Don Juan, when he come on, bro, like it's wraps. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? Because we're doing his watches, and I want to see his pen collection. Because people don't know his pen collection is ridiculous, bro.
Yep.
I be seeing his pens when he throw them up on Facebook, man. That's
man.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. He sent me a pen, bro. Like that thing. Actually, you gotta dip that sucker in ink, bro.
That is sick.
It gets legit, bro.
I know I haven't seen no letters from Indianapolis. I know that.
No, write letters, bro.
Be nice to get a handwritten letter from Indianapolis, but we'll see.
Oh, you know what? You want a letter, bro? I got you, man. I'm gonna send you a letter. I'm gonna send you a letter, man. Y'all here first, man. I'm gonna send John gang a letter, man. I ain't sent the letter in so long, bro.
Who does that?
I just did.
Really?
Yep. Handwritten letter.
The last time I did a letter, I was in 3rd grade, and it was a pen pal thing, and we did the letter. We tied it up on a balloon and let it fly off, and it was like, okay, what's the point of this? I don't know, but it got me outside.
Yeah.
Better than that trap. Please tell DD. Okay.
That's a lot of that was a lot.
I changed it to Day Songs, not the way it's spelled there, but
to the way we say
based off the trap, the way you Trap and Ganji calling me songs on the shows and stuff.
I heard you say that. Yeah.
You know, that's gonna stick.
Listen, your songs. Like
I mean, he gave me mine. He gave me my gang. Everyone calls me gang now.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's John, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just know he's Ganji.
I know. Trust me, I got friends that they have no idea, like from here.
What's your first name?
Yeah, they don't know. So
I didn't know Travis was his first name until I was following him forever. Trap Vision 3D, and it says your name underneath it, and I was like, Travis Wiley. What?
Hey, Alita.
It be wigging people out. They like, your name Travis.
That was better.
Like, yo, we know you as Trap, bro. Like,
yeah.
Right.
Like, I mean, it is what it is, man.
Listen, when
Yeah.
people call me John, I know exactly who they are. So if you like they songs, you can't call me John.
You see what Vic trying to be funny. Vic trying to be funny. And I know, Vic, you was a part of the show. You was part of the show, and you know what I said. That okay, I got you. All right, Vic. You know what, Vic? I'm gonna tell you something. These watches are, especially this one, the worst watches Invicta put out. Stupid damn watches. Get this crap out of here.
Fighting words. Is he not your not administrator, but dude working your
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay. You on wow.
Yeah.
Where he eats. Okay.
Yeah, I sure do.
Sure.
And I do.
Okay. Wow, the worst pet watches.
Yeah, man.
Well, it could be worse. It could be Trapalicious.
Stop it.
Just saying.
Stop it.
I mean, that took for a little bit. It took for about a week, and then it was gone.
Well, there was a name that I had that and we just called him my cousin, man. But he didn't matter where we were, he would call me this name in front of girls, in front of everybody. I'm like, bro, come on, man. He used to call me Travie Poo. Yo, Travie Poo. I'm like, stop it, bro. Don't do it.
My very first nickname ever was Goose.
Goose?
Yeah.
Like from Top Gun, Goose.
No idea. Ganji Goose, they were calling me.
I can see it.
Ganji Goose.
Yeah, I can see it.
That sounds like you know, a character that like you know, I don't know. Like it should be like who's that dude? Well, it doesn't even matter.
Jesus said, I thought your full name was gang.
Yeah, well, there's supposed to be a chains in there somewhere. Goose sounds like something like Bruce Willis would play. Or I don't know.
It's been played by Anthony Edwards in the original Top Gun.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a Top Gun kind of guy, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Yes, there was a Goose in Top Gun. You are correct. Yeah.
I haven't seen the last one, part 2. I haven't seen that one yet.
You need to.
What's up, Nightwing?
You know, man, off topic.
Huh? What?
What's going on?
I don't know.
No, off topic, man. I think it's because I'm getting older. Man, I get like emotional watching things, man. Like, you know,
dude, I was broken up with Candy.
We crying and stuff. I was watching Biker Boys the other day, right? And there's that one part where the kid finds out that Lawrence Fishburne's character is his dad, and then he's like, "Hey, I'm your father." He's like, "No, you ain't my father." And like, I don't know what's wrong with me, man, but because maybe I'm getting older and stuff, I get so emotional now. I start crying and shit.
Yeah.
Man.
That's why Kendi had me all broken up last night. I was like,
you see somebody,
you got to see what you start to lose her.
John, it sounds like we have a topic for your show.
What?
But that would, because I want to talk about that because that's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah.
That's all.
Sure,
bro.
We can do that.
Absolutely.
Look,
whenever that could be one of the topics, because you know on your show there's so many topics that come about, and we just get a hold of one and we take that and ride it out.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So
you remember your pilot show we did, Ganji?
Yes.
That never aired.
No.
Right?
No. That never, bro.
That didn't air, right?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, no. He destroyed that, but that was good though.
Yeah, that one had a burn. Yeah. There was too much on that.
I was like, wow, okay. We go there.
There was habitual line stepping going on there, man.
I'm talking about forget a line. We blew them lines up, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
People who lost their damn minds listening to us, like, what the hell?
Yeah. Right.
Y'all have heard the conversation.
People talk about.
Whew. Wow. Yeah, but last night I was like, because I was already emotional coming from the wake, and then when I saw Kendi, I was like, Trap! You don't want to believe what happened.
Yeah.
You know, though, I think because it makes perfect sense because in that the hour with Lynn Shocker,
Right.
he immediately, I guess, like probably within 3 minutes of the show, was very sympathetic and was like, hey, I think that Jill would want us to go ahead and continue to have a good time and stuff like that.
Right.
And I was like, what's going on? Mind you, it's white noise to me at that point, because it's like I missed the show. I'm too busy with work and what stuff going on, and I missed the show. And I have it going on in the background so I can just like, chill and relax for my day. And like I'm I'm one of those people, like, I'll start watching a TV show and I'll like start going to sleep doing this. And my wife is all, babe, go to bed. I'm like, I'm fine. Leave me alone.
Right.
See, I'm watching TV. I see you're snoring. I'm okay. And then 2 seconds later, I'm out again. And she was like hitting me. I thought she was telling me, turn off the TV, you're sleeping. She's like, something with Jill. So I'm like, huh? What? No, Jill was just on. What are you talking about? And yeah, man. So that makes sense why he was like, jumping on it, trying to put a good spin on it, especially if he came off insensitive and such.
No, it's not that it wasn't that he came off insensitive. Is that
it's like he could have helped out with Kendi with that. I got you.
And I know he's not a touchy-feely guy, but he could have just grabbed her hand or given his producer a signal, just focus on me and leave her out of this for now because she needed to compose herself. That's all. I mean, there could have been something.
You troll you. We ain't even talking about nothing remotely close to sex. Get out of here. We're talking about people and watching.
What?
Somebody they came in here talking about adult dating site. Get out of here, stupid.
Dude, that happens all the time now.
Especially when I'm on.
Get out of here.
What's up with that?
You don't hit big time now, Trap, right? You too?
Yeah.
They infiltrate your chat.
They did. They infiltrated, man. What's up, Journey? With
Journey?
Kiki. You know what I'm saying? Yo.
Now see, if you didn't make fun of that watch, your administrator would be able to kick him out of the chat.
Yes.
But now you see you done messed up now. You see that? You done messed up.
I guess, man. I guess.
Your administrator's just letting it fly. He's like, yep, go ahead.
I know. Okay, so guess what? So the future watch of the day
this watch
is the beautiful Magnum. You know what I'm saying? This watch has been brought to you in part by Magnum, the watch that you want to have on your wrist.
Yes.
Do your job.
Then get back to work. Oh man, you cannot make this stuff up. Guys, I tell you what, it's always amazing having you guys on.
Yes, sir.
And I know some people had to leave out and stuff like that. Some people just came in. At the end, in the middle, and at the beginning of the show, we got the same vibe, and all it is started with a watch. Every bit of it started with a watch. But we took the watch off the table and we started collecting each other's emotions and feelings and lifestyles and stuff like that. So that sums up as family, true family. And I tell you what, it doesn't take actual blood to become a family member. You know what I'm saying? It just don't. It don't. We have so many differences, different age groups, all kind of different, like political views, religious. It really don't matter. All of us compromise and just say, hey, I'm more interested in you. Yeah, what you got on your wrist is cool, but like I'm looking past that at this point, man. So like I want to know about your kids, man. Did your kids go off to college? Like what happened? Oh, you just had surgery, man. Send me your cash app, man. I'm gonna send you something to eat. I've seen this stuff go on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like all over the place. People sending stuff here and there, food, dropping into their hometown. Like it's so much more than a watch at this point.
And shout out to Lady D right now because her baby's off to college and she's all broken up.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Shout out, man. 757. Nephew went out, and I just hope and pray that he gets exactly what he wants. 100%. And you know, and even with him struggling, because he has to struggle, he has to feel it, he has to grow into the person he's going to be.
Sure.
But I wish nothing but the best for him, and as well everybody here. I wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't even have a channel if it wasn't for y'all. Hands down.
I wouldn't if it wasn't for you, bro. No, over there, wherever you are. I didn't even. I still can't get it right over there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I appreciate everybody. I appreciate Yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? He crazy. I appreciate everybody information that they put in the chat.
Yep.
All the time they spend. Bob and Eileen, and see the people that standing behind. You know what I'm saying?
Fats
Like,
and Trelease are always there. Yep.
yeah, Fast and Trelease is always representing and supporting and stuff like that. And dude, it's just, let's continue. Let's continue, man. Let's continue to celebrate Guy, his life. Let's continue to celebrate Jill and have fun, man. Now, I'm not getting in nobody's pockets, man, but if you can buy a watch in her honor, you know what I'm saying, and call into the show, I'll just say do it. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? I'll say do it. I don't care what kind of watch it is. If you want to buy a $50 watch, but I would say get something, even if there's some jewelry or something like that, but commemorate that in her honor, man, because Jill was an awesome person, man. She spread a lot of love, and I'm going to miss hearing that girl talk on that thing. Really going to miss hearing her call in, and because it became a norm.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, no, Jill's going to call in. We already know. Godfather's
she gonna get
giving
in trouble for buying all them watches too.
Right.
Yeah, that was my favorite part because she knew
I
she
love
was
that.
getting in trouble. Yeah.
That was,
I didn't get permission for this one, but I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna get it later.
and I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Jill loved her guns. Me and Jill talked about guns, and guns. She said, "Hey, Trap, you like guns?" I was like, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, do a fat kid love cake? And we laughed, and I just had, I talked on the phone with her for a minute, man. It was a beautiful thing. She had a beautiful soul. I just enjoyed Jill so much, man. So I will not allow her or Guy memory to fade away as long as I have a channel.
No way.
You know what I'm saying? We'll continue to represent. If you're not into character watches, man, you know what I'm saying? At least, you know what I'm saying, just this weekend, let's do a tribute to her. Even if you don't buy anything, I'm not saying you have to buy anything, but like put up a picture of Deadpool or the Punisher or something like that in her honor. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do what family do. You know what I'm saying? We don't hold each other up. You know what I mean? So, and Vic, what you saying? One day I'm gonna call in as Godfather. That's gonna be hilarious.
All right, Vic, you call in as Godfather, and I'll call in as Shaq.
You get right through.
I'll call in as Shaq when Vic calls in as Godfather. I'll go, Shaq, whatever the Godfather says, the Shaq does, or whatever he says.
Y'all gotta understand. Y'all don't understand. Vic does a good impersonation of Godfather.
Really?
That's perfect because I do a good Shaq imitation. So
Vic, please do that. I'm definitely this weekend. I'm calling in the shop, man. I'm giving my Jill story, and that's that, man. Hold on, let me see. I told her that when I come back to Vegas, we would go to the range. Oh man. So hey, before I go, man, you guys have any closing statements?
Love y'all. That's all I'm gonna say.
What's that?
Love y'all.
Yeah, I mean,
yep.
It's so much more than just the watch collecting. We're invested in ourselves now. So,
of course,
that's a big thing right there. Because it's like we don't always just. Now, lately, I haven't been in touch with everybody here, but trust me, I'm more in touch with you guys than I am my own family sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Outside of my son, I'll call my cousins like maybe once every 4 months or something like that, 5 months or something like that. So clearly we're vested into ourselves as well as each other.
Sure.
And I say we keep going with that. I say we keep promoting that. This is what we're about. It's not just about the watches so much. It starts with the watch, but we're more invested on ourselves because we live vicariously through each other and we all love each other. Bottom line. We ain't seen each other, but on this platform, some of us have had the pleasure of meeting each other, me and Trap. Some of us, we dream about meeting each other. Well, maybe not dream, but it's probably a nightmare. Me and Ganji, because we're gonna get some shit.
Something.
But
there's gonna be baby oil and whipped cream and all that.
People gonna be like annoyed when me and Ganji get together. It's gonna be like, oh God, don't they stop?
No, we won't. Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's my thing. Is let's promote being into ourselves as well as each other. You know what I'm saying? So
you got it.
That's it.
Okay, well, you know what, y'all heard it. I can't say it no better, man. If you want to join this ride, man, go ahead and subscribe if you find value. John Gangy, he goes live every Monday. And I don't know, DK hasn't done a show on a Wednesday,
He'll be
but
back.
you know, he'll be back. Sydney Con reviews, you know, and on Fridays, Tommy Big Time got the Friday sold up at 8 o'clock, 8 to 9 Eastern. So, you know,
And Kyle is sure to beat
y'all
himself up
definitely
or drink some hot sauce or whatever at some
and beat
point.
each other with rubber bands and all kind of stuff, man. We got it sold up. And if you want to see some magnums and some other nice pieces, go over and look for Vic.
Yes.
All right, you know what I'm saying? Look for Vic. He got the magnums on lock. You know what I mean? But other than that, I don't have nothing else, man, besides saying
Until the lightning strikes.
until the lightning strikes and bites you, y'all
Bite
be
your ass.
All right, Black
I'll
Adam.
be blessed.
yeah,
Black Adam, baby. Lightning.
y'all crazy.
Chai latte.
All right.
Latte.
Was it
Oh,
black and
crazy.
yellow? Black and yellow?